magnitude of displacement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, students, right now I want to solve. Students, just try to solve question number 8. I'm speaking about exercise 1, students. Unsolved exercise 1, page number 17. Hope you're listening to me. Are you getting it? Is the audio and video fine with all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I wanted to
Yes,
solve
sir.
question number 8. Question number 8 right now. Exercise 1 unsolved. Okay. I want to solve question number 12. Question number 14. Question number 15. Question number 16. Question number 17. Question number 18. Question number 19. And question number 20th. Is this clear to all of you all?
Also, will explain again. Also, what are you saying, sir, right now?
Yes, sir. Please, you all have written because I'm not writing it on the board. So please, you have to let me know about it, okay? Which question do we have? First one, 8-1. Please.
Also, what are you saying right now?
Wait.
Some network issues, sir. What are you saying right now?
I was saying about physics, problem number 8, my dear. Page number 17. Solve question number 8, students, all of you all.
On page number?
Exercise 1.
Okay. Okay, sir.
When you can get the answer, please raise your hand. Oh, Nishant has done it. Nishant already has done. Okay, Nishant, can you tell me? Even pass.
If force is equal to minus 2i plus 15 j cap plus 6 k cap. So and
Minus
displacement
1.
and distance is given as 10 meter. So the distance can only move in the y direction. So distance will be 10 j cap. So you have to multiply 15 j cap with 10 j cap, which is equal to 150 joule as work done.
Okay. And if the body moves a distance of 10 meter, then the work done is. So why
Work
do we
done is
say
150 joule.
why do we say it's moving only in one direction?
Because it's given a body's constant only to move in the y direction. So it's only it can only move in the y direction and no x direction. It's already
Good.
locked in the y direction.
Yes, absolutely correct. Students, hope all of you all have got this. See one thing, students. This I'm trying to put forward. Read it very carefully, students. Force is given in terms of -2i plus 15j plus 6k. Okay, and the body is constrained to move along y-axis, students. Body fit to move along y-axis. This is we consider as y-axis. If I take this as along x-axis, it's moving in y direction. Now, suppose if it's moving in y direction, so can you tell me what is the displacement given to you? The magnitude of displacement, students, is given to us 10 meters, students. But since the body is moving along y-axis, so can I say it's 10 j cap meter? Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Now, when I speak about force into displacement, force and displacement, students, can you give me the definition of work done?
So work done is equal to force into displacement.
And the displacement of the body takes place in the direction of the force applied.
Yes, sir.
तो मुझे ये बताओ यहाँ पे displacement j cap है, तो यहाँ पे force what will you consider? Will you consider I, K or J?
We consider G only, sir, because I and K don't matter when it's only moving along the y-axis.
So now if I happen to consider this case, so what exactly consider will be, please students, your work done will be equal to simply 15, we consider into 10. So that will equal to how much? 150. Now listen carefully, students. This is actually, I'm trying to build up a concept for what, a concept of cross product. That's sorry, a concept of dot product. That is the reason I gave you this question. Now please pay attention for this. When you look at this question, without going to the dot product, one can get the answer accordingly. But now suppose if I go for dot product, students, listen carefully. Everybody listen carefully. The next concept which I'm picking it up will be dot product, students. Dot product is also called as scalar product. Okay, of two vectors we consider. Please pay attention very, very clearly, students. Listen carefully. Suppose if I give you a scalar quantity and if I give you another scalar quantity and if I multiply two scalars, so मुझे बताओ इसका आंसर क्या होगा, students? अगर दो scalars को multiply किया तो what will be the answer?
The answer will be a scalar quantity.
Scalar
Quantity only.
Okay. For example, if I happen to consider density into volume, what's my answer?
Density into volume will be 1 second.
Agreed. Mass.
Yes, mass.
Is that clear, students?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So now when I speak about in terms of it, density to volume is mass, a scalar, a scalar, a scalar. Now if I happen to ask you what exactly speed into time.
Sir, speed is a scalar quantity.
So what is the answer?
So the speed in time is scalar.
It will be distance.
Yes, distance. Is that a scalar quantity?
Yes, sir, it's a scalar.
Yes, sir.
यानी what am I trying to conclusion? अगर तुमने दो scalars लिया तो students हमेशा तुम्हें scalar ही मिलेगा. Now if I happen to go for one vector and one scalar, the answer of this will be always a
Vector.
vector. Now listen carefully. Suppose if I give you force, sorry, if I give you mass into acceleration, is mass a scalar or vector?
Mass is a scalar quantity.
Acceleration is a
Vector quantity.
Vector
what's the answer for mass into acceleration will be?
Force, which is a vector as well.
Absolutely correct. That's a vector quantity we consider. If in case if I happen to go from mass into velocity, is mass a scalar? Yes.
Yes, sir, mass
Sir.
is scalar.
Velocity is also scalar. What is mass into velocity, students?
Momentum.
Momentum. That is a vector quantity. Are you getting my idea, students? समझ में आ रहा है, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now suppose if I happen to consider, listen carefully. यानी दो स्केलर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो स्केलर्स आ रहा है, एक वेक्टर और स्केलर को मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो वेक्टर आ रहा है. बट नाउ सपोज इफ आई हैपन टू गो फॉर two vector quantities and if I multiply two vector quantities, then what is the final answer? Can you tell me? Two vector quantities are multiplied.
Sir.
Will it be a vector or will it be a scalar?
Scalar, I think.
Come on, answer, boss.
Sir, it can be a scalar because just in this example we saw that force is a vector quantity, displacement is a vector quantity, but the result is work done, which is a scalar quantity.
Very good. That's why we consider it's a scalar. ये देखो ये लिखा मैंने scalar product of two vectors. यानी दो वेक्टर को मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो तुम्हें स्केलर मिल सकता है, एंड दो वेक्टर को तुम मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो तुम्हें वेक्टर भी मिल सकता है. When I take two vectors and if I multiply, that is considered to give a scalar. That is called as a dot product, students. This is called as a dot product. So first of all, a student should know dot product kabhi hona chahiye, cross product kabhi hona chahiye. Now, if I happen to go for a cross product, somebody's mic is on. So, okay. So I consider vector into vector will be a scalar. We consider vector into vector can be a vector. Now this is considered to be as a cross product. Students. This is called as a cross product. That means two vectors, if you multiply, you can get a vector. Two vectors, if you multiply, you can get a scalar. Now, if somebody asks me to give an example for this, why not? Some example just now when I told. So force is a vector quantity, absolutely correct. Displacement is also a vector quantity, absolutely correct. But work is a scalar quantity, why not? Agreed. So two vectors को multiply करोगे तो I'm getting a scalar in that case. Likewise, students, suppose if I give one more example, students, listen carefully. Suppose if I happen to consider force, is force a scalar or vector?
Scalar.
Force is a vector.
Force is a vector.
What's the vector? Who said it's scalar? Okay. Is velocity a vector?
Yes, sir, it is.
Can you give me the product of force into velocity? Which physical quantity you get it?
Momentum.
Acceleration.
Hey, who said momentum?
Acceleration.
हाँ? क्या हो गया तुम्हें?
Acceleration.
Acceleration, my dear, is equal to mass into velocity. नहीं, mass rate of change of velocity होता है. Delta V by delta T होगा acceleration. And mass into velocity is momentum. Force into velocity is what? Come on, anybody? Everybody has learned this. Everybody has learned this. Power. Students, did you all do the chapter work, energy, power? Power is equal to work upon time. Work is force into displacement upon time. Displacement upon time is velocity. So power is equal to force into velocity. अभी clear हुआ सबको?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting it? All the students who are into the meeting, please, are you all getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kya, Rupendra and all, come on, Parth and Nishant and all, what happened? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay. So now listen carefully. So what am I trying to tell you students that suppose if I happen to multiply two vectors, you can get a scalar. And when you multiply two vectors, you're getting a scalar, student. So that is considered to be as a dot product. We consider this as a dot product of it. So we can put a dot over here. This is dot product. So that is why most of the students, when somebody asks you define work, so what do they say? You know, work is defined as a dot product of force and displacement. Power is defined as a dot product of force and velocity. Over here, when we did the question, students, we did it directly because the displacement was the direction. Over here, what exactly picked up? I picked up a simple 10 standard definition. If you carefully observe your book or look at the book, students, वहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, work is said to be done when an applied force produces the displacement in the direction of the force. तो मुझे बताओ, अगर displacement y-axis पे है, तो क्या तुम force I और K को पकड़ोगे? नहीं. I can consider, yes, this is what the force is. This will be the corresponding displacement. So what is my answer? 15 tens are 150. My answer will be 150 joules. But that's also a direct way of getting it. But still, students, this is not the exact method to get it. If you want to solve this particular question by exact method, then students, you have to use the rule of dot product. That's why I gave you this question, because this becomes a building up for your dot product. So now if I give you examples of dot product we consider, then force into displacement, work, force into velocity, power, we consider. If I happen to go for electric field into area, we consider its flux, we consider. That is later on when you learn further, it will be coming across so many physical quantities. But these are the two main physical quantities which all of us should know it. But now one more is there, vector into vector. My answer is vector. And this is called as cross product. Can anybody give me at least one example? And everybody has done this in lower
Sir,
science.
torque.
Absolutely correct, Upendra. Torque तुम लोगों ने सब लोगों ने पढ़ा है स्टूडेंट्स. Torque का मतलब moment of force. और तुम लोग ने पढ़ा हुआ स्टूडेंट्स, moment of force is defined as the product of force applied and the perpendicular distance in which the direction of force is applied. So simply torque is defined as a product of momentum, and this becomes my force applied. This is called as moment of force. Moment of force. तो ये भी वेक्टर हुआ, ये भी वेक्टर है, ये भी वेक्टर है. That means if I happen to go for two vectors, can I get a vector? Why not? If I go for two vectors, can I get a scalar? Yes. But if I get a scalar, that becomes my product. If I get a vector, that becomes a cross product. So now a student should understand when to use dot and when to use cross. This is one way of understanding it. Second important point, everybody listen carefully, students. Vector product. So बच्चों ये जो moment of force तुम बताते हो, torque बताया, ये कौन से motion के लिए? What kind of motion the body is said to possess? If I speak about moment of force, anybody?
Rotational motion.
Absolutely correct. Who's this? Who's this? Alisha, you're the one who answered. Very good, Alisha. Of course, it's rotational motion. यानी moment of force is actually a term used for rotational motion. और ये ध्यान से सुनना, इसको गांठ बांध लो, चाहो तो बुक के अंदर लिख के रखना स्टूडेंट्स. और ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेटमेंट हम पे पुटिंग अक्रॉस. स्टूडेंट्स ये ध्यान में रखना, in physics vector products, that is called as cross products of two vectors, which is a vector, is always used for all those chapters connected with physics, speaking about motion of a body in circular path or rotational or along an arc. This formula, this cross product will never be used for linear motion. ये ध्यान से सुनना, कभी भी linear motion के अंदर cross products आएगा नहीं. यानी पूरे physics में, you have started physics recently, you'll be doing it for 2.5 years consistently. Wherever in physics students will come across circular motion, wherever it speaks about rotational motion students, जहाँ पे तुम circular motion आओगे, जहाँ पे तुम rotational motion आओगे students, वहाँ पे तुम cross product ही करोगे, ये ध्यान रखना. बाकी सारे chapters में you'll go for dot product, doesn't matter. Lekin cross product will be only used whenever a body is said to move along an arc or along rotating about an axis or moving in a circular path. ये please put it into your books very clearly. So जब भी circular motion होगा तो cross product आएगा वहाँ पे. This part I'm going to pick it up later on.
Sir, what does R represent in the equation?
Momentum, turning arm.
Okay, sir.
See the word. Okay, one who said it. Moment of force. Students, can you tell me what exactly mean by the term moment? Just now I told you the word moment stands for students turning. Moment of force का मतलब क्या मालूम है students? Turning force. Moment arm का मतलब क्या मालूम है? Turning arm. और ये turning force किसकी वजह से? Due to the applied force. अभी for example ये rod है और ये rod को मैंने यहाँ पे pivot करके रखा हुआ है, यानी यहाँ पे मैंने एक axle बिठाया और suppose मैं यहाँ पे force apply कर रहा हूँ. Students listen carefully. I'm applying force. So is the body rotating? Yes. तो ये जो मेरा finger वाला force है, ये हुआ one force. देखो perpendicular force. यहाँ पे angle 90 degrees form हो रहा है. ये जो होगा मेरा turning arm हो जाएगा और ये हुआ मेरा fulcrum, axis of rotation या pivoted point. The entire system is set to rotate about this, we consider. So जब भी हम rotational, जब भी हम circular motion के लिए जाओगे तो वहाँ पे cross product होगा. जहाँ पे भी we go for a different part of physics, we consider dot product. For the time being, I'm not going to speak about cross. I'm going to speak about dot. First, we'll go for dot product. We'll understand dot product. Then we'll go for problems. Okay. So once again, students, to go ahead with this question. Now, students, जब भी ऐसे questions पूछे ना, try to go for dot product. Whenever you go about force है, जब भी force और displacement का concept आया, try to go for dot product. You'll get the answer more faster and more correct. So just a quick revision I'll consider. If I go for two scalars, if I go for two scalar quantities, my resultant is always a scalar. Product of two scalars will give me a scalar. Product of a vector and a scalar will always give me a vector. Product of two vectors can be a scalar, can be a vector. If it is a scalar, it's called as a dot product. If it's a vector, it's called as a cross product. Vector or cross product is simply used in chapters related to circular motion or rotational motion only. क्या इतना clear हुआ सबको?
Yes, sir.
मैं erase कर सकता हूँ ना? Can I erase? Students, can I erase?
Sir,
Yes.
I got disconnected. I had a question.
Yes, बोलो.
So how do you decide if there's one vector and one scalar? No, if there are two vectors, how do you decide if you have to go for the dot product or the cross product?
Coming to it, now coming to it. Now, I haven't said anything. I've just given you an idea, just an initial state. I haven't given the entire explanation.
Okay, sir, I got
Understand?
disconnected. That's why.
No, I haven't explained, my dear, completely. I was just giving you this is for a dot, this is for a cross. Now we are understanding what exactly is dot. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So, if dot products are always used only in rotational motion or motion in arc or something like that, then angular momentum also come into cross product.
My dear, I didn't say dot. I said cross product is used in rotational. Dot के लिए बोला ही नहीं.
Yeah, so momentum will also cross, no?
Your voice is cracking, my dear. Angular momentum will come.
cross product only.
Angular momentum will come in cross product.
Okay.
Okay, listen. Now listen carefully. Let us go for dot product students. Okay. Which is actually two vectors if I consider. And if I multiply two vectors, my resultant is a scalar. This is what I'm considering. This is called the dot product of two vectors. I'm putting the example once again, students. Examples I'm concerned over here. I'll give you two examples. Work is a product of force into displacement. And second is power is equal to force into velocity. I'll put P as power. Otherwise, there are some students who will say P as pressure also, P as momentum also. Why students are coming so late? I don't understand that. Yeah. This is something as Pratham. What happened, Pratham? Why you are coming late? Students are going, what exactly is happening? You are coming all the time late enough inside the lectures. This is Avinash. Okay, please pay attention to this. So dot product is product of two vectors is simply a scalar we consider. Now listen carefully. What exactly dot products and when to use dot products and why do we use dot products in that case? How do you understand? How do you distinguish? That's what the query of Shri was also. Please students, to understand dot product, let me take a simple example related to physics. And the best example one can consider will be work. Everybody listen carefully. If you happen to go for the definition of work, students, what is work is said to be done? Work is said to be done when applied force and displacement both are in same direction. then we can see the work done is said to be done. That means work is said to be done. When force applied to a body produces displacement in its direction, work is said to be done. Take a simple example. Now listen carefully students, all of you all. और ये तुम लोग ने पढ़ा हुआ है, सब कुछ 10th में पढ़ा हुआ है students. लेकिन किसी ने उस टाइम पे बोला नहीं कि डॉट प्रोडक्ट पढ़ रहे हो तुम लोग. Now listen carefully. For example, think as if this is a luggage baggage. Okay, and this luggage baggage has a wheel. This is the center of gravity of the bag. Now, this particular baggage, students, listen carefully. This particular baggage, somebody is pushing it in this direction, and the baggage is undergoing a displacement. Imagine it's a bag we consider, and somebody is pushing it from behind to move in the forward direction. Look at the force applied. Suppose if I say the force applied by you is 20 Newton, and the displacement of the body is equal to 10 meter. Now, considering the definition of the work, what exactly definition of work is? Work is said to be done, students, work is said to be done when an applied force produces displacement in its direction, students. So can you tell me यहाँ पे work done क्या होगा? Work done in case 1. तो क्या करोगे तुम? Simply बोलोगे sir force into displacement होगा, है ना? Force और displacement एक ही direction में, तो आंसर क्या होगा? Sir 20 into 10, तो मेरा आंसर होगा 200 Newton meter. Can I run 200 joule? क्या ये clear हुआ सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
और ये सब लोग ने पढ़ा हुआ है. Everybody has read this and everybody has learned it. But now, students, have you seen anybody? Have you seen anybody pushing a luggage baggage? For example, so consider yourself going to somewhere a trip, maybe domestic or international trip. Okay, तुम जा रहे हो domestic or international trip पे जा रहे हो, or have you seen anybody pushing a luggage baggage onto the airport?
No, sir.
Have you seen somebody pushing in this manner? No. Everybody has a handle over here. And if you carefully think about the diagram, what you had in your textbooks of your lower standards, you must have seen a toy car and a female pulling the toy car or a boy pulling a toy car. वो वाला diagram दिया है तुम्हारे 10th standard 9th standard की textbooks में. So why is it so? There is a handle provided. Reason क्या है? अगर suppose मैंने handle provide किया, the answer सुना students. Now suppose if I provide a handle, तो can I say this becomes my line of action of force? Agreed? है ना? My line
Yes,
of action.
sir.
Let us say the force applied is 20 Newton. But now, students, can you tell me? मुझे बताओ, students, क्या force और displacement एक direction में है? ये force first case में, ये force second case में, तभी जाके work done in first case. We'll go for work done in second case. लेकिन मुझे ये बताओ, students, क्या ये force displacement के direction में है या नहीं है?
नहीं
No,
है,
sir.
sir.
No, they're not in the same direction. Means, can I say they certainly form an angle theta between them? Let us say that the force, ये जो handle है, I'm trying to put in this manner. I'm trying to pull that particular luggage baggage. So this is my line of action of force. Force इस direction में जा रहा है, लेकिन students baggage आगे की तरफ ही जा रहा है. The luggage baggage is going in the forward direction, students. So the luggage baggage is moving in the forward direction. Force is inclined, and this force is at an angle of 60 degrees. Let us assume in that manner. But is force and displacement are in the same direction? No. But what does the definition speaks about?
The same direction. So, sir, whale to tail have comp tufts.
Component loge? Somebody said in component?
Yes, sir.
See one thing. Force is not in the same direction. तो तुम क्या करोगे? You all have learned resolution of vectors. You all have learned resolution of vectors. क्या करोगे? Sir, ध्यान से सुना students. As per the definition of work, everybody please be with me. Try to understand how do we use dot product in physics. जो कुछ भी तुम्हारे मॉड्यूल के अंदर लिखा हुआ है ना स्टूडेंट्स, पूरा मैथमेटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन किया है, लेकिन उसको फिजिक्स में कहाँ यूज करना है, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. तो वर्क इज सेड टू बी डन व्हेन एन अप्लाइड फोर्स प्रोड्यूसेस डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन इट्स डायरेक्शन. तो कोई भी स्टूडेंट बोलेगा सर अप्लाइड फोर्स तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट के डायरेक्शन में नहीं है, पहले केस में था तो 200 जूल्स का वर्क डन हुआ, अभी तो ये इसके डायरेक्शन में नहीं है, 60 डिग्रीज है, तो मुझे इसके डायरेक्शन में चाहिए, इसके डायरेक्शन में चाहिए, तो सर मैं इसको रिजॉल्व करूंगा तो एक वेक्टर मेरे को इस तरफ मिलेगा, तो दूसरा इसी को परपेंडिकुलर होना चाहिए क्योंकि द वेक्टर शुड बी इन बिटवीन द टू. यानी weight of this particular luggage baggage will act in the downward direction. ये थीटा हुआ तो what is the component? F cos theta. ये कंपोनेंट कौन सा हो जाएगा? F sin theta. Now can you tell me, students, is this component, is this red ink in the direction of blue ink? Yes, sir. That means work in the second case is actually what? Component of force. Where is this component of force? In the direction of displacement. Are you satisfying the definition of work? Yes, absolutely correct. तो कोई स्टूडेंट बोलेगा सर ये f sin थीटा क्या कर रहा है? स्टूडेंट्स f sin थीटा क्या कर रहा है? मतलब जब भी लगेज मूव हो रही है ना हॉरिजॉन्टली, एवरी टाइम f sin थीटा जो ऊपर की तरफ फोर्स एक्ट हो रहा है वो बैलेंस हो रहा है बाय द वेट ऑफ द बैग. यानी जब भी लगेज आगे की तरफ जा रहा है तो एवरी टाइम टू फोर्सेस आर एक्टिंग ऑन y axis, but they cancel out each other. They're all the time acting. That is the equal in magnitude opposite direction. तो इनको हमें लेना ही नहीं है एक्सप्रेशन में. हमारा मोशन आगे की तरफ है तो हमें वो टाइप के फोर्सेस लेना है जो बॉडी को मूव कर रहा है. तो बॉडी को कौन मूव कर रहा है? क्या F2 मूव कर रहा है? नहीं. क्या F2 sin थीटा मूव कर रहा है? नहीं. कौन सा कर रहा है? F2 cos थीटा मूव करा रहा है. कंपोनेंट ऑफ फोर्स. और वो किसके डायरेक्शन में? डिस्प्लेसमेंट के डायरेक्शन में. Now can I find out the work done in the second case? तो तुरंत हाँ सर, सेकंड केस में फोर्स तो आपने वही रखा है तो 20 तो लिखूंगा मैं. तो cos of 60 का मतलब cos of 60 का मतलब cos of 60 तो हाफ हो जाएगा. डिस्प्लेसमेंट यहाँ पे भी 10 है सर, यहाँ पे मैं सॉल्व करूंगा तो मेरा आंसर 100 स्विच हो रहा है. उसका मतलब पहले केस में ध्यान से सुनना, फर्स्ट केस में when a person was pushing the luggage baggage,
The energy level was more.
yes, more energy was consumed. Whereas in the second case, is the energy consumption more or less? Less.
Less.
यानी इसको मूव करने के लिए students have to eat more vada pav, more pav bhaji, more dabeli, more pizzas, more burgers, है ना? That's a junk food you are dependent on to. Avoid junk foods. Is that clear? But we need more energy.
So now we are not able to get due to lockdown.
Due to lockdown, you're not able to get in missing all these things. Huh? सारे मिस कर रहे हैं again, and parents also will be restricting to get it from outside. You must be really banging yourself hard enough to get it online also in that case. But listen to your parents and avoid students to a great extent. Okay, हो सके उतना avoid करो for your health wise. Okay, come back students. तो यहाँ पे देखो F1S. तो यहाँ पे तुम्हारा consumption of energy ज्यादा है students. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा consumption of energy is less. तो मुझे ये बताओ, अगर force inclined होगा तो what exactly the formula I'll consider? So my formula for work done will be F cos theta into S. What is the component used over here? Cos theta. Theta क्या है? Theta is the angle. Theta is the angle between whom? Force applied and displacement. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay, now students, let's get this. Work done is equal to F theta into S. Yes? Yes, Shri?
so I have a doubt in the diagram. I'm not sure if it's correct. So if the handle is on the right hand side, and if the person is pushing it, then shouldn't the displacement be on the opposite side?
I didn't get you. Person is pushing it.
So as in, if the handle is on the right hand side
Uh-huh.
and person is standing there and he's pushing it, so the force will be applied from the side of the handle, right?
Yeah, this is you're speaking about F2. When you're speaking about F2, don't look at F1. F1 was the first case. Now remove F1. There is no more F1 acting.
Okay.
Shri,
but-
you didn't get this. You didn't get this. I was trying to compare between two people who are doing work in two different cases. One is pushing it such that F and S are in the same direction. Theta is 0. And second case, when somebody is applying force of 20 Newton at an angle of 60. So I've got two different types of work done. So in the first case, if you're pushing it in the direction of displacement horizontally, you're consuming more energy for the same displacement and same amount of force. But in the second case, for same force applied, same displacement, you're consuming less energy. So should you go for pushing in the horizontally, or should you go for a force applied at an incline, at an angle incline? That's why luggage baggages have handle. Shri, is this clear with you?
Yes, sir, got it. Yes.
See, one thing, students, I was trying to compare. See, one thing. First of all, the size of the board is too small in that case. Maybe you must have got something because I did two cases in one diagram only, students. There are two different cases. That's why I did work done in case one, work done in case two. And therefore, I generalize it. Now, if I want to go for the formula for work done is equal to F cos theta into S. That's the formula. Now, suppose if I go for the first one, let us say in this case, suppose if I say force and displacement are in the same direction. If I say force and displacement are in same direction, students, in the first case, can I say both of them are parallel? This is for case one. Agreed? Students, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So what is theta over here? 0 degree. Agreed? Angle between force and displacement?
Yes, sir.
What is cos of 0 will be, students?
1.
1. Can I use this formula to find out the work done in the first case? Yes, sir. F cos of 0 will be 1 into displacement. How much is the force applied? 20. How much is the displacement? 10. Am I getting the answer 200 joules? Agreed, students?
Yes, sir.
So what am I trying to conclude over here? I'm trying to conclude that whenever we speak about dot product, listen carefully. Whenever I speak about dot product of two vectors, students, always I'm going to use a component, and that component will be always cos theta, the trigonometrical term which will associate for any kind of dot product of two vectors will not be sine theta, will not be tan theta, will not be cot theta, will not be cosec theta. It will be cos theta or reciprocal of cos, but reciprocal of cos, nobody takes it. So simply we consider this as cos theta into S. Now, if somebody looks at the second formula, power is equal to force into velocity. Is it a dot product? Yes. What is the component over here also I'm going to use? Cos theta.
Cost only.
F cos theta into S. So this becomes your standard formula. That is why, students, when you look at the module, they've given to you how they put forward dot product. ध्यान से देखो मॉड्यूल को, वहां पे लिखा होगा, students, if two vectors are given to you, vector A and vector B are given to you, and somebody is telling you to find out the dot product of two vectors, then they are written on the right hand side, A B cos theta. Now, if I would have given you this directly, hello students, अगर suppose मैंने ये कुछ नहीं बताया होता, everybody listen carefully, ये मैंने कुछ explanation नहीं किया होता, और सीधा मैंने बता दिया था, students, vector A and vector B are given to you, and if I tell you to find out dot product between two vectors, students, the component should be cos theta. Out of 51 or 52 strengths, 50 students are saying cos theta कहाँ से आया? अभी मैंने cos theta बता दिया है. So now you should not have any problems कि anytime whenever you use dot products, blindly you have to forgo component cos theta. Now, if I go for A dot B, AB cos theta, B dot A also, my answer will be AB cos theta. In both the cases, my answer will remain the same. Whether you go for A dot B or B dot A. From here, we come to conclusion, students. Answer of A dot B is exactly equal to answer of B dot A. This is called as commutative property. Which property? Commutative property in dot product of two vectors. So students, whenever you go for dot product of two vectors, always the component used will be cos theta. Is this much clear with everybody? Shri, is it clear with you? Any conclusion?
Yes, yes.
Bindas Pucho, Shri, please, whatever you have it, please do feel free to ask. Everyone, it's not only Shri, I'm happy that Shri has started asking questions, that's good enough. And please, everybody listen to her, the way she's putting it. You all also come out with it. अगर कुछ भी थोड़ा सा भी discrepancy लगता है तो पूछो ना, no problem in that case. I'm not running anywhere. I'm over here itself only. लेकिन ये ध्यान में रखना students, सिखाने के बाद में फिर problem create मत करना. उसको कंसिस्टेंसी में रखो, उसके नोट्स लिखो अच्छी तरह से, so that will recap and you can do it. Okay, so now look over here. Whenever you go for dot product students, what do I have? So the component uses cos theta, and I'm getting in this case. So now as a student will say, whenever you're solving problem for the students, if you're going for component as cos theta, then a student should know the values of cos of all these angles we consider. Now listen carefully, let me put forward the angles I consider cos theta. Okay, and if I consider theta, okay, cos theta over here. Zero degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Okay, now I'm going to write on its supplement students. So supplement mein 180 degree, supplement of 30 is 150 degree, supplement of 45 is 135 degree, supplement of 60 is 120 degree, and so on. Let us put forward the values now. And this is what a student should know at students. Whenever you're solving problems, ये तुम्हें आना चाहिए. क्योंकि तुम लोग component use कर रहे हो cos theta, तो ये direct values है. And this values you have learned it in the schools. Friends, what is cos of 0? Your answer will be always 1.
1.
What is cos of 30 students?
Root 3 upon 2.
Root 3 upon 2.
What is cos of 45?
Half.
1 by 2. What is cos of 60?
Half.
1 by root 2. Cos of 45 is 1 by root 2, not 1 by 2. Cos of 60 is half. Cos of 90?
0.
0.
Now let us go for supplement. If I ask you for cos of 180, cos of 150, cos of 135, cos of 120, students, which quadrant I'm speaking about?
Second quadrant.
And in second quadrant, which trigonometrical term should be positive as per your basic maths?
Sine should be positive.
Sine should
Sine
be positive and cos
Yeah.
negative.
Cos negative.
So can I say ये सारे values negative होंगे?
Yes, sir.
Agree?
Yes, sir.
Now you've done it in basic maths. How do you consider your first quadrant है, तुम्हारा second quadrant है, ये तुम्हारा third quadrant है, ये fourth quadrant है. अभी बता रहा हूँ, जब भी angles अगर किसी ने पूछा measure करने के लिए, तो reference तुम्हारा x axis होगा. Try to measure the angles in anti-clockwise direction, students. How to remember it? Add sugar to coffee. यहाँ पे all trigonometrical terms are positive. एक का मतलब all. Sugar to coffee. यानी यहाँ पे sine and cosec is positive we consider. The rest all are negative. यहाँ पे tan and cot are positive. The rest all are negative. यहाँ पे cos and sec are positive. The rest are negative. Now when you look over here, students, this is second quadrant. ये सारे negative होंगे, but they are all supplement. What is supplement of 0 degrees? 180. So what's the answer of cos of 180? Students, negative.
-1.
-1.
ये ध्यान में रखना students. -1. Cos of 150 कितना होगा? So cos of
Minus
150
root 3 2.
Minus root 3 by 2.
Cos of 135 will be minus 1.
Minus 1 by root 2.
And cos of 120 will be minus.
Minus half.
क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes, sir.
So whenever we're speaking about dot product, students, dot product simply we consider as actually a scalar product of two vectors we consider. The resultant is always a scalar. If I happen to go for 2, whenever you go for dot products, a component will be cos theta, students. Do dot products obey commutative property? Yes, it obeys commutative property. उसका मतलब A dot B can be written as B dot A. Can I go for additive property? Why not? It obeys additive property also we consider, that is called as distributive. More precisely, I can call it distributive. What is distributive property? Suppose if I ask you A dot B plus C, students, then how do you show about? Sir, it's simply having a distributive law. यानी अगर A dot B है तो ये तो multiplication है ना, इसका आंसर क्या होगा? A dot B plus A dot C. A dot B plus A dot C. What exactly this property is called? This is called as distributive property. And students, scalar products of two scalar vectors we consider obeys commutative as well as distributive law. This is called as commutative law as well as distributive law. For example, I can give you two vectors. Dance sunna. I can give you two vectors. everybody listening to this part of it. This part of it, huh? I'm speaking about it. Suppose if I say a displacement covered by the body is S1. Agreed? And I give you S1 in terms of I minus J plus K. And the force is constant we consider. And it again covers a displacement S2 due to the upright force as 3I plus 2J plus K in the same direction. So can you tell me, students, when both the displacement are in the same direction, so what is the total displacement? Can I add them? Can I add them?
S2 minus S.
Why not? Now, if I say that the displacement is due to what? It's due to applied force. Suppose if I say the applied force is J minus K, can I find out the dot product in this case to find out the work done? Force into displacement. Force into displacement, what's the component use? Cos theta. So students, when you're solving questions, do read the questions very carefully. What exactly is given? Now the previous question जो दिया था वहां पे displacement force दिया था IJK में. ध्यान से सुनना, force दिया था IJK में, लेकिन displacement दिया था सिर्फ J में दिया था. So what am I trying to consider? That whenever you speak about dot product, students, due to the factor cos theta, you can simply have a rule to keep in mind. Now, what is the rule? What is the rule to keep in mind? If two vectors are parallel to each other, and if I find out their dot product, this is a rule. It's a very important rule, students. Suppose if I give you two vectors, look over here, two vectors. These are unit vectors. What does exactly unit vector shows? So what exactly unit vector shows? Does it show magnitude or direction? Does it show
Direction, sir.
direction? Are the two vectors are in the same direction, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So what is the
sir.
dot product? What is the dot product will be? Are they parallel or perpendicular?
Parallel.
If they are parallel, what exactly the angle formed between them will be?
0 degree.
Zero.
So what exactly cos of 0 will be?
1.
1.
So if I ask you what is I dot I का आंसर क्या हो जाएगा?
1.
1. It's a unit vector, magnitude 1 है और dot product की वजह से 1 आ रहा है. यानी स्टूडेंट्स ये समझ के रखने का, अगर दो वेक्टर्स एक डायरेक्शन में हुआ तो उनको डॉट प्रोडक्ट 1 होगा. Now for example, if I give you j dot j, what is the answer?
1 as well, sir, because they are in the same direction. Cos theta is 1. And
Yes, and the magnitude of the unit vector is also 1. यानी actually वो j square होगा, लेकिन what is the magnitude 1? What is k dot k?
Same.
1.
लेकिन if I ask you I dot j, j dot I, j dot k, k dot j, I dot k, k dot I. Now can you tell me what is the answer of all these?
So
Zero.
each and everything will be 0.
Why? Because I and j
Perpendicular
are they
forming.
parallel or perpendicular?
Perpendicular. And cos of
Perpendicular,
90
If
is
they are
0.
perpendicular, if they are perpendicular, students, so what exactly cos of 90 will be equal to?
0.
0.
So इसका आंसर 0. J and I 0. J and K 0. K and J 0. I and K 0. Z axis, X axis. That means, students, whenever you solve questions based on to dot product, do keep in mind component is cos theta. सबसे पहले वो ध्यान रखना. दूसरी बात, the simple angles and its supplement angles keep in mind very clearly. And third and important is a rule for dot product we consider. If two unit vectors are in the same direction, the dot product will be always 1. But if the unit vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other, suppose if I give you three vectors mutually perpendicular to each other, if I give you I, J, and K, if I happen to go in this manner, I, J, and K, then the product of these two will be always equal to 0. The product of the blue ink and the black ink will be 0. Blue ink and the red ink also will be 0. Because it's a dot product. They are all mutually perpendicular to each other. Cos of 90 will be 0. Agreed, students?
1 second, sir. I'm
Agreed.
writing it down.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Just 1 second. I'm just writing it down.
fine. Can I erase this part? ये erase कर सकता हूँ मैं ये
Yes, I can
portion?
erase the left part. I'm writing the compound angles.
Okay. Now, students, let us go for the same 8th question now, which I told you earlier. Okay, a body is constrained to move along y direction under the action of force. Now, see 8th question again. Force is given by what? Force is given by minus 2i, students, plus 15j, plus 6k, students. Okay, and now they are saying it, the body is said to move along y direction and the displacement is 10 meters. So the displacement is 10 meter j cap. That means if I say displacement is 10 meter, that means it is 0i plus 10j plus 0k in meter. And this force is in Newton. Clear hua abhi? Abhi clear hua everyone? The 8th question, same. Students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Students,
sir.
can you hear me?
sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, students, are you all there? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
are there. We can hear you.
Yes. Students, can you hear me? Any one of you all can unmute?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What you say?
sir.
Did
We
something
hear
happen?
you.
What did the video stop?
Yes,
I can't hear
for
yours.
few seconds. For few seconds it did stop, sir.
Why I can't hear you all?
So now can you hear?
I can't hear you at all, students. I can't hear you. I can't. Okay, you all
Sir,
can
can
hear
you
me, but
now?
I can't hear you. I know all of a sudden something happened in the device. Yes, Ashmita, my screen went suddenly. That's what it is, but I can't hear you at all.